Unique Peak 21 says in today's episode we are preparing to go to the Nether by upgrading our house, getting full iron armor, and a few other small things. Rich 565 says we do need a window, and I might make a glass roof, so I am gonna grab some sand. Unique Peak 21 says okay, that's a good idea. Unique Peak 21 says you go do that. Rich 565 says why don't you start off a farm maybe? Rich 565 says make that one bigger. Unique Peak 21 says alright. Rich 565 says I'll be back. Unique Peak 21 says see you then. Rich 565 says found sheep, we need beds. Unique Peak 21 says oh yeah. Rich 565 says got sugar cane too, we need to farm that stuff early on. Rich 565 says and I found my sand. Unique Peak 21 says nice. Rich 565 says I am gonna get some wood to upgrade the house, I got some sand now. Rich 565 says night is APPR rocking. Unique Peak 21 says LOL. Rich 565 says little bit of mobs no big deal. Rich 565 says a glass roof in this house would look good. Rich 565 says 5x5 equals 25, so we need 25 glass for roof. Rich 565 says bruh. Rich 565 says bruh. Rich 565 says get inside mobs are APPR rocking. Unique Peak 21 says it will look good. Rich 565 says yeah, and even better once we make this house better. Unique Peak 21 says yes. Rich 565 says glass roof is done. Unique Peak 21 says nice. Rich 565 says I got food for us. And torches. Unique Peak 21 says that's good. Rich 565 says more copper. Rich 565 says almost enough copper for 2 full armor suits. Unique Peak 21 says nice. Rich 565 says cave. Rich 565 says small one. Unique Peak 21 says I think it's worth going in. Rich 565 says iron. Unique Peak 21 says nice. Rich 565 says wow, it gets bigger, but let's not test our luck too much. Rich 565 says I saw a skeleton too. Rich 565 says how much iron do you have? Unique Peak 21 says a. Rich 565 says I got 7. Rich 565 says lava pool is good. Rich 565 says we can fully explore this cave when we get better stuff. Unique Peak 21 says got some salmon for more food. Rich 565 says house looks better on inside. Unique Peak 21 says nice. Rich 565 has made the advancement acquire hardware. Rich 565 has made the advancement isn't it iron pick? Okay, these is stuff for us. Unique Peak 21 says okay. Unique Peak 21 has made the advancement isn't it iron pick? Unique Peak 21 says nicey. Unique Peak 21 says alright. Unique Peak 21 says that's the end of the episode. Rich 565 says thanks for watching.